Okay, so we call this the dump vanish, you know, for lack of a better word, because you're dumping the ball into the hand, okay? Dumping the ball into the hand. But the idea is as you're dumping the ball into the hand, you're not really dumping it into the hand, see? You retain the ball. So here's how it goes, real slow. As you would tilt it over, of course there's a timing element that you have to develop. When you turn your hand over to drop it into this hand, there's a certain amount of time it takes for the ball to actually hit the hand. So you have to be able to duplicate that same amount of timing when the ball doesn't go. See, when the ball doesn't go, it has to look like it did. The same amount of timing will make it work. So all I'm doing is, as this hand turns over, I'm clipping the ball and I'm dumping it. See, but it doesn't go anywhere, does it? Because I've clipped it. But from this side where you're watching me, watch, you can't see that, see? Looks like it went to the hand. So it should look the same. And I recommend you use a camera. Like I'm using a camera here, you should be watching yourself. Set it up and do this. Do the trick 10 times. Actually take the ball, drop it into your hand. Take the ball, drop it into your hand. 10 times. Then watch it. Now after you've watched it, you want to memorize the exact movements of your hand each time so that it looks exactly the same when you actually retain the ball. See, when you retain the ball, see, the hand moves exactly at the same play. This moves exactly when the ball would drop if it was really dropping, see? It's the same move, same move, okay? Okay?
The one goes under the arm at about a 45-degree angle. Now it has to stick out far enough so that you can get to it. Now the idea is that we're going to use our 4 fingers together, take the right hand and go to the wand downward. So we take the wand downward and bring it out. Now what does this got to do with the vanish? I'll show you. This goes that way. Okay. Now the vanish. The idea is not to concentrate on the sponge, but to concentrate on the wand. The larger motion is going to cover the smaller motion. The hand is kept open, the left hand. Sponge is pinched just about the thumbnail length. Get a good pinch on it. These 3 fingers are going to be kept curled. The sponge is placed at the hand, right at the end of the index finger. You can close your hand, you'll still see the sponge if you want to. Do not let go of the sponge. These 3 fingers are curled. Don't let go of the sponge. But you remember how to take the wand. You take the wand with 4 fingers, and the ball is gone. What you're doing, in effect, is taking the sponge out of the hand. But if you don't concentrate on it, you'll get the feel of it, and the entire attention is on the hand and the wand. So one more time. Sponge is held, pinched, hand is closed, 4 fingers, grip the wand, tap it, and the ball is gone. It's a very
powerful tool. The idea is they like to be together. So if I put one in each hand, this one goes away, it jumps over here. Isn't that pretty? So it's like the 10 count that we're going to talk about later, but this is it's very simple. It's a retention of vision thing, okay? What happens is I put my hand down on purpose right there. Now when this hand puts the ball in here and it closes over it, this one pops into view. And when this pops into view, every eye goes to that. So they lose sight of what's going on for a minute. And during that little second of losing sight, tricks happened, see? So it's like, see? And it looks so instantaneous, like the car, like it actually, you know, jumped across. They'll swear that it was in the hand. Okay, the eye can't keep track. When it opens up and sees that one, you can't see the move go, all right? So what's happened is under the fingers is the ball. Under the fingers is the ball. So when this is going to close over it, it's naturally going to pop into view. So when I put this ball in there and lift my hand up slightly, this hand then just reaches for the ball that has popped into view. Okay? And if you want to be subtle and add a little more misdirection to it, watch. I do that. Then when I pick this up, see, I do that roll of the 2 together. So casually the person says, well, I know there's one there, and I know there's one here. You close your hand into a fist. Now there's none here, and there's 2 here. Okay? So the move, again, it's the move as a follow-through. Every vanish that we teach you today, you're going to learn that there's a follow-through that makes the trick work. If I simply did this, there's no magic. See? There's no magic if I do that. But the magic comes when I do this and then continue to pick this up. Now this is gone.
First, we're going to discuss the pass. You've got to somehow convince people that you're putting it in the other hand. Here's the world's easiest pass. That's all there is, right there. Just press down. And then press and go into a finger palm and stay loose. So here we go. Press, finger palm, that's it. It takes about 3 minutes practice. Because when you sell a set of these things, they really can't learn it. So this, you teach them this very simple move. Isn't that nice?
It's great.
Then another very simple move, just one move into the finger palm. Display it. There it is. Little thumb action. It looks like you just drop it right in. See? Very easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then the thumb palm. You can hold it any way you want. Go into the thumb palm and just kind of flip it over. See? Very nice move. You can actually do it do it in front of a mirror and then impersonate yourself. So it's a very nice natural pass. Then you have this wonderful pass here where you display the ball, push it in with the thumb, and go on.
I love that.
This is wonderful because what you do, you show the center. A lot of guys start over here and it's very suspicious, but get your knuckles in the way for just a second, and then just, here it is on top, just bypass the thumb and it goes right into a thumb palm. Okay? So when you combine that, it's a very pretty move. Right?
Yeah.
You can push them in various ways. Just push it right here and then pinch it. See, I don't do all these moves, but there's so many theories. Here's a theory on the move. Show the ball like this and just reach over. There it is. So just push it with your thumb right into the thumb palm. A little idea of mine, but you've got dozens of ways and all you need is a couple of good passes. So there you are. Put your thumb in the center. Most magicians come over here, it's suspicious. Push down. Now your hand's in the way for just a second. So you bypass it, go right into the thumb palm. And there it is. Right?
Yeah.
They just can't imagine you stealing here. Here we go. Right?
Yeah.
And the whole secret, just get your knuckles in the way for just a second. They can't see it, then just pull it out, and on the way down, finger palm it. Very beautiful move, but the angles are bad, so I don't use it very often. A little move here, there's only 2 moves involved. 1, pinch it, 2, so let's combine those, here we go now. 1, 2.
Yeah.
But the secret is you get these 3 fingers in the way for just a second. There we go, 1, 2. Very nice move. It's a great move. It's a retention with a billiard ball. Most guys make certain moves with billiard balls, you know, but they're not truly retention moves, they're assumption moves. But with this move, there it is. See?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful move.
Beautiful. You called it an assumption move. I like
You
that.
assume I put it there. You didn't really see it go in.
Yeah.
But the retention moves are the prettiest because there it is, just no doubt about it. Isn't that nice?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can do it with lit cigarettes and everything. It's just, it's the prettiest move in magic. And then the ultimate move, I think this is the prettiest because you display the ball. Now here's where everybody makes their mistake. They close up on it and they go right for the palm, so that doesn't fool anybody. So what you do is you pull out and give them knuckles. You're not palming anything. Then later on make the palm. That's the whole secret of that retention move. It's almost like I challenge you. There it is at the very tip.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's, people are just overwhelmed with it. They do it again.
Yeah.
I know Jimmy Grippo had me do it 7 times one night. You know, he'd been in a match, but he never understood this move. There it is.
It's so clean.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give him a good, there's absolutely no doubt that it's there, see. Backstage. Here's where everybody makes the mistake. They think it's a speed effect. They go right into the thumb palm. You go into it a day later. You pull out, get your knuckles in the way. Take your time and then go into it. And that's your secret of the retention.
Now this is really an optical thing. What actually happens is that I'm going to place that ball into the left palm, I'm going to close my fingers over it, and I'm going to take it out again. That is all that happens. But the reason you don't see it happen, there's two reasons. One, these three fingers come down and cover it as it comes out. And secondly, it's the timing. If you place a ball in your hand like that, it has a certain rhythm to it. If you take the ball out, it should have the same rhythm. So they won't see it go. So you put the ball in, you close your hand over it, you pull it out, and these three fingers cover it. As it comes out, you open your hand and it's gone. Remember, the timing is the most important thing.
If I put this ball in my hand and I hit it with the wand, it disappears. Sometimes when that happens, it's a pain in the neck. Yeah, here, let me start again. Now what did I do? I just put a ball in play. I've got another ball now hidden here. So now I've got I'm ready to go to the next step. So anytime you have to add another ball into play, that's one of the ways of doing it. So I start by having the ball just under my coat, right there, and it pushes it down so you can't see it. So now I make the move, it's gone, and then this hand starts to lift the lapel, and I reach with my finger and thumb and say, it's a pain in the neck when that happens. Now I've got one extra ball hidden, and I'm ready to go into the next phase of whatever routine I need with this ball, okay? If I was sitting at a table, I might pick up somebody's coffee cup, empty coffee cup, and turn it over and load this ball under it. Whenever you bring out a sponge ball to show it to people, get in a habit of bringing out a second one as well, okay? So if this is in my pocket, okay, it goes down in my pocket, there's another one in my pocket. So when I reach to my pocket, I palm one of them just like this. And then I reach in the pocket and come out with one ball. And I place it down there. So I'm always ready to do something else, see? Because I've got this other one hidden here. So when you go to retrieve one ball, it's a good opportunity, you know, take advantage of that opportunity to steal another one at the same time. Because now I can use this ball to do a move like that to produce two, okay? Now, it's a very simple move, but I do it all the time, and it gets a great reaction. So the ball starts in this finger palm position. That's the finger palm position. If this hand does not have a ball in it, it's held in exactly the same way. See, it's a finger palm position. But there's a ball here. So it's got to look the same way, so they look natural, see? So they begin by having both of them here in my pocket, okay? I've got them down in my pocket, right? So I reach to the pocket, I put one into that palming position, and come out with the other. See? Now I just pick it up, and as this hand turns it a couple times, I just put it on top of this one and pull it out. So when you do it slowly, it doesn't look like anything, does it? It doesn't look like magic. But when you do it in the natural speed, watch, I'll again come from my pocket, putting the ball down. Secretly, I have the other ball. I put it right on top of the other ball and then pull it like that. It looks like I've separated it into two. And ask them each to hold their hands out. 3 people, each one with a ball in it. Okay? Now what I'll do is I'll take these 2 in my hand. This one goes in my pocket. Okay? How many are here? Well, let me start again. There's actually 3. So here's what I do. I say, look, there's 1, there's 2 in my hand. This one goes into my pocket. Now, there's 1 in my pocket. How many are in my hand? The answer comes 2. You know, I thought there would be 2 as well, but for some reason, there's 3. See, just the way you say it makes... Pick the first one up, place it in the hand. When I pick the second one up, watch what happens. As my hand goes to pick it up, I let this drop out of my finger palm position. I open my fingers out, and at the same very moment, I drop my hand down on top of this ball. Pick them both up at the same time. So watch how it happens in normal speed. One ball is here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. The third one goes close over to the pocket. Now when I put it in my pocket, I'm not putting it in my pocket. I'm actually putting it into a thumb palm position in my pocket. My hand comes out. Now my hand comes out just at the moment when I'm saying, how many are here? Whatever they say, you know, I'm not sure how this happens, but remember in the beginning I said there were 3. Now this time I do it again, but I vary how I put the extra ball into my hand. The first time I picked the first ball up and placed it in there. Then I picked up the second ball and added the second one on top of it. So there's the 3 there. This one goes to the pocket. I keep it here, and I show that there are 3. As soon as I've done it, the next time I pick up both hands like this, and as they come down on the table, this just grabs that one, and this one drops that one on top of it, see? And I pick them both up simultaneously, okay? So I do this. 2 in my hand, 1 in my pocket. Now I'm going to leave it there. How many are here? There's 1. There's 2. Remember I said in the beginning we started with 3. I put 1, 2, and then pick up this third one. This one goes to the pocket. My hand is empty. Now you're clean. Okay? So let's review that part. Now you don't have a ball hidden in your hand. You've just got the 3 on the table. So what I do is this. Remember, again, it's a vanish. It's a vanish of 2 balls this time, but you use the same mechanics and the same follow-through that you did the first time. Watch. 1, 2, but when this presses on it, it's now going to come away with it as my hand closes over what appears to be 2 sponge balls, and this hand continues its movement and picks up this one and holds it like that. Now what does that look like? It looks like one crushed up sponge ball, doesn't it? See? So when you casually pick it up and show it, your hand, again without saying anything, your hand is empty. And the 1 ball that they saw you pick up right there goes to the pocket. Now you've unloaded all of them in your pocket. How many are here? Of course, none. So let's do that one in normal speed again so that you can see how deceptive the move is. 1, 2, third one goes to the pocket, hand is empty. 1, 2, see? This one to the pocket. Once again. 1, 2, this one. See, the others are here. If you look close, you'll see them all. But in the movement of the hand, pick this up and it goes to the pocket. Come back, hand is empty. That's the double vanish. Di Vernon taught me this trick a long time ago. He used a pen, or sometimes he would use a fork and a coin. So the move works with a sponge ball as well as a coin. Watch. You take the ball, close it into your fist. Watch. Using this magic marker, see, I just wave it over that, it disappears. Now watch. It's not here. If I push it back into my fist, it comes back. See? It's a great move. Watch. I'm going to use a larger ball and show you that it can work with a larger one as well. You drop the ball into your hand and you close your hand into your fist. And then when you turn your hand this way, and this is an angle trick, you've got to watch your angles very carefully on this. So what happens is this. When it's in my hand and I turn my hand away from you, what I do is I work it outside of my fist like that. So it's out of my fist. And then the object, as my hand turns, watch this, as my hand turns, I clip it as I tap my hand. It's gone. But of course from this angle you can see it. But it's gone. And then as I grab this to take it into this hand, I'm capturing the ball with it. I show this hand, empty. Then I take the highlighter again, tap my hand, and it comes back. Okay? So again, it's putting the ball in that position so that you can't see it. And then as this hand approaches, see, it slips into my fingers. So I've got a clip of it right there. Okay? Now, here's a great routine.
Show your hands empty, and I'll place it right over here. So keep one eye on the sponge, one eye on me, and one eye on the hand over here. Now watch it slowly dematerialize from one hand to the other, very slowly. Here we go. Ever so slowly. And there you have it. And naturally it's done with a thumb tip. Steve, did I show that a while back?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. So there you go. You start out with on the thumb tip. Thumb on thumb tip. When you reach in, compress the two together. As long as you got lots of motion. It looks like one ball, the old principle. And when you bring it over here, finger palm the one off. Okay. So there it is. Keep the hands about 3 feet apart. Now, in the process of making a circle, finger palm the thumb tip and knead the sponge in with your thumb and first finger. Okay. Just push it in real. Just keep going. Suddenly it's gone. It's a great vanish. And when it reappears over here, that is a tremendous effect on the lay people. They really get wonderful effect with that. But this is so nice.
It's pretty.
I think I showed that to you.
You did. I love it.
So it's such a nice production. Just fold it over right down the middle, like a little taco. Fold it again. Now there's your 4 folds. Hold it towards the audience. They're basically fascinated with the movement of the 3 fingers. And then just open up, and what a wonderful production. Now, in the meantime, have one finger palmed over here in the left hand. So there's your opening production. And then you can sit there and do the Miser's Dream all day. Here we go. Boom. Right. Show. When I come over, I pinch, and I put that in the pocket, and stand there all day and do this. See? So we'll let you have a backstage view. Isn't that a nice Miser's Dream?
Yeah.
Very visual. Now, grab all the balls out of the left pocket and finger palm them all. So at this point, show and put it over here and show your hand empty. In the meantime, I put these 2 balls together and then just hold it between. Here we go. And you multiply them. Right? And show this, put this here, bring this over here. Right? This is Tom Ogden. He showed this to me 20 years ago. Come right on up, show here. So it's kind of a stage trick. You don't want to do it close up. And there you are. Isn't that a nice billiard ball routine?
Because it went down out of this other side.
Very simple. It's automatic. Put the sponge behind there, kind of in a finger palm position. Now you can show both sides. Go into your back palm. Bring the sponge out, and there you are. Very easy if you're a back palmer.
It's great.
The back palm is one of the world's greatest tricks, but no one knows the secret. A lot of the guys are still doing the thumb. Are you into back palming at all? They still use the thumb. Thumb is obsolete. Use the finger and thumb muscle. That way you don't have all that flagging. And that's the modern way to do the back palm. And then when they do a reversal, they do this. And you get flashes. I don't care how good you are, you're going to get flashes. Here's the secret of overcoming the flash. Bring the hand up 3 feet. You lose the eye. So here we go. We back palm the card. And by bringing the hand up, bringing it down, you can get away with it now. That's a very rare secret.